Afternoon, how are we? Whew, wow, it's warm here. It is very warm. It's still, well, the mercury outside is still saying 30 C. It did get up to 32 a little bit earlier, but it's just starting to cool off now. What are we here at the moment? Inside we are 27. I've come in here to get away from the heat. It's just as hot inside. But I thought I'd come out and do a little video. So things have changed a little. Things have grown. I don't think I've had it. Oh, I don't know. I might have had some new. I might have had some new things since the last video. Well, let's see. Let's dive in, shall we? I'll turn you around and we'll have a look. Okay. Let's start from the very beginning, as they say. It's starting to fill up, as you can see. I'm trying to use all available headroom, seeing as how I've got the extra headroom. So I'm trying to hang as many things as possible, give myself some space down here, and so far it's working. And so far, everything seems happy. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? I was expecting a bit of a crash when I moved in here. I was expecting things to kind of play up, but in all fairness, they haven't. Things have just kind of carried on. So let's start down here, shall we? I've got to show you this. Look at this little baby. Focus. Come on now. Don't start that silliness. There we go. Toothy. Initially, this was supposedly a seed-grown Velosa. I've had this for getting on now for nearly 3 years, and these are the first pictures it's finally started to put out. Having shown a few people these pictures, the general consensus is it may well be Pariana. It's very hairy for a Velosa. The jury is still out, but as it gets bigger, we'll see. So, what's new? Eddie's put out a new leaf jump. Hopefully we'll have a nice picture off that one. We've got a lovely new picture on the Maxima. Let's move up here, and I'm just gonna, because it's just gone a bit overcast here, so let's just knock a light on. That's better. So I can excuse the mess. I've been putting bulbophyllums on the boards. Maxima Jiffwong, Ariana. New picture. This thing holds pictures really, really well. They're really tough pictures as well. Love this plant. Look at that. Absolutely racing away. What else? Now Slimer, I haven't had a picture of Slimer for a while, and I put it down to being repotted because I repotted it into cocoa chip, but then the real reason has become apparent. There's a baby in there. Happy days. Slimer basil. This burb camp hasn't done anything for a while, but again, that has been repotted into cocoa chip, so it may well be that's the reason. Nebularum. I'm hoping for a flower off this. It's already flowered once before I got it, so it's definitely flowering size. So I'm hoping we're going to get something off that. New picture on. This is Aristolechoides cross truncata red. I love this plant. Some don't like it, but I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's a real nice plant. Growing really well. Oh, and a big chunky basil in there as well. I hadn't noticed that. That's so long that has been just tucked in there, and it's been happily growing away, and I hadn't noticed. The big supernova cutting down here. Frustrating the life out of me, this one, because it's just refused to inflate pictures. Yeah, that's hard. That's no good. And I just couldn't understand it for the life of me, because it had got decent roots when I potted it up, and I just couldn't understand it. And then a few days ago, it put out a flower spike, which I have promptly cut off. It's male. I know it's male. And I don't need it. I don't need a flower spike to weaken a cutting that I'm trying to get established. The last thing I want to do is let it flower. So yeah, I've chopped it off. Now hopefully it's going to put out a nice leaf with a picture, and we're going to get rolling. I'm hoping it doesn't try and flower again. So fingers crossed it'll put out a leaf and a picture, and we can get cracking. I really don't want a flower on that, so if it does put out another flower, it's getting lopped. But what I am happy about is we've got a flower spike on Mammoth, and it's female. We've got a nice lovely chunky basil down here as well. Fantastic plant. Can't wait for that to start banging out the pictures. I'm just wondering now what I can put on Mammoth. Something toothy, I think, on there. It needs Eddie or something like that. Hopefully Damon's going to send me some Eddie pollen that I can put on there, and some Lowi pollen that I can put on there. So fingers crossed. Mammoth cross Eddie. Wow, what a cross. That will be impressive. And we've also got in here Sibianensis flower. Is it this one or is it this one? One of them has got a flower spike in it. Might be this one. One of them has anyway. Well, they were both flowering initially. This one had got a flower spike until, yep, you got it. I snapped it off, trying to move it, and I managed to snap it off. So I just cut the whole thing off, and it's activated a node there, and it's also activated more nodes under there. So I'm going to see what the flower spike is, and if I can use it. If I can't, this one's got a chunky basil as well. If I can't, then I think I might just lop this, turn it into cuttings. I've got two Sibianensis, both with basils, and to be fair, I would probably be able to get a cutting out of at least one of them, or several cuttings out of it. Probably a couple out of that one. It's got some good nodes. This one's lacking much in the way of nodes to activate, really, apart from at the top. But this one I might get some good cuttings out of. Platybosch. I don't know what is going on with this, if I'm honest. The growth tip appears to be dying, and I don't know why. Yeah, that's dead. Dead ski. So, okay, so the growth tip has died on that. Don't ask me why, I don't know. It's nothing I've done. Rest of the plant is healthy, and it's also got a basil down there. So, a bit of a shame, because I do like the uppers on this. Hopefully, actually what I might do is just lop the top off that and see if it'll activate any nodes down here, because there's several nodes it can activate. So I'm just going to lop the top off and have at it. I'll put some pollen on this. This is Boschiana densiflora ovata. Puts out some really nice pictures, this, and the lowers are beautiful. I'll put a bit of pollen on it, and hopefully we'll get something off it. So, moving along. This is Spectabilis veitchii. It's Wisterbur, it's a Wisterbur. Have you seen this? Look at this. Son of a... Unbelievable. If you know who's responsible for this, answers on a postcard. I've never had this problem before with somebody or something nibbling at the leaves. I would guesstimate that is probably a caterpillar of sorts. Because I've never had plants eaten by slugs, believe it or not. And I've had slugs crawl. Back in the shed, I had a period where there was slug trails all over the plants, and it took me a couple of weeks going in at night, spraying before lights out, and then as soon as lights went out, giving it about half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, going in, and they'd all be out, and it was just a case of going around with a pair of tweezers and picking them off and lobbing them into pitchers, and I cured it. But in all that time, with all the slug trails, they weren't eating the plants. they were literally sucking up the nectar out of the glands or off the other side of the lids. Bees Amax. We've got 2 basils on this because one simply wasn't enough. I'll show you this. Look at this. I love tentaculata, but I really love tentaculata uppers. That is, look at that. That is fantastic. No wings. So boxy. It's vaguely familiar of Hamata uppers. If you cover that up, it's got the same boxy section as a Hamata uppers, and we've been lucky enough to get a nice lower as well. Where are we here? Oh, we've got another basil as well coming up. So we've got a vine going all the way up here. I expect to flower out of that at some point. It flowered twice in the shed. We've got another vine here, and now we've got a basil coming up there. This is one I kind of overlooked. Get hold of it. I don't know how. I quite like this Spectabilis ventricosa. It's a BE plant, but I do quite like this. I bought this purely and simply for the uppers, because the uppers on this are absolutely magnificent, and that was the sole reason I bought it, was just purely and simply for the uppers. The lowers are okay, but the uppers on it are absolutely fantastic. Attenborough is earning its keep. In there we've got vine weevil, a slug, and an earwig, none of which I've added. Those are all unfortunate victims, and they've offered themselves up to the Attenborough gods. What we've got in here? Oh, we've got an earwig in this one as well. Flavour of the day, earwigs. There we go. So Attenborough hasn't skipped a beat since I put it in here. It's loving life. What we got here? Roger Ame. This is a happy little plant. Roger Ame. Really happy little plant. Just chugs along. No fuss. That would make a pretty good windowsill plant. Roger Ame. Pop it on the windowsill. That thing would just chug away all day long. Another little Attenborough. Campanulata. Lost a lid. What else is hiding down here? Aha! Truncata, Aphipiata, Edwardiana. Let's turn you around. There we go. Oh, that's looking nice. It's coming on well, that. Impressed with that. Right next to it, we've got Paloenensis cross Attenborough. Paloenensis Attenborough. I was looking at this the other day in the hope that I could see a stripe, And I was pretty certain I did actually see a couple of stripes. Was it on this picture? Let me just get this picture out here so we can examine it closely. I thought I saw 2 stripes on the bottom of that on that bottom lip of the peristome. I think I can. I'm pretty sure there's 2 stripes there. I'll be buzzing if it is, but we'll see on the next picture. Hopefully, it'll have something for us. What else we got? Oh, this is a seed grown trunk eddy. And it's about to approach a decent picture. The last one wasn't bad. It was actually striped though, so it does put out striped pictures, which I'm pretty chuffed with. Put it down there. Right. Let's move the old rocking chair across. We've got a new picture on Vichai Pink. Quite a nice green picture, solid green picture. It's all right, but it's not really my thing. But keep it around. I'm sure it'll look nice when it puts on some size. New pop on Vichai Platy across Vichai Candy Dreams. This is, between me and Penda, we call this the green one. Hence, you can see the body. There's a lot more green in the body, a lot more platy in it. So we call that the green version. Now if we compare that to, where is it? The red one that has just, you'll love this, that has just popped a new picture. Ready for it? Here we go. Look at that. That is magnificent. And if you look at the body, there is far more red in the body compared to the other one. I just love these red flecks on the wings and the front. But that peristome, wow, good grief. I just love that, and this is just going to get better and better. Where's the next leaf? It's over there, right above that picture there. That's the old one. This thing is really putting on some size now. So I am really impressed with this. And good old Gaz, who bought the other green one. There you go, Gaz. That is what you'll be getting very soon when it starts to pop out new pictures. That's pretty special. What else we got? What else? Let's see. Moving along. Rob's opening a new one. But this is a bit of a mutant picture. Considerably smaller than the last one, and it's got this ridiculous antenna on the top. But then it stuck out this big boat paddle, and he's busy working on this next picture, so I'm thinking good things are coming from Rob shortly. Watch his space. glabrata. Glabrata's looking good. Just working on a new one there. Glandulifera. Oh, this. Let's just move that over there. This glandulifera. This vine has been. It's been dying off, and it's got weaker and weaker and weaker. And I thought, you know what, that's going to go. And good as gold, we have got a basil that's popped up over the last few days. So all is not lost. Raja Avata. Looking good. This corner, I've put more of the shade loving stuff up here because this corner gets far more shade throughout the day. It's shady, it's pretty shady pretty much throughout all the day, apart from first thing in the morning when the sun comes up over there, and then it gets a bit of like dappled sunlight, but for the most part it's pretty shady. And the Diabolica appears to be liking it. Diabolica hamata edwardsiana, Diabolica smilodon, and then we've got Diabolica villosa, and we've got Diabolica hamata trusmodiensis, and then we've got another smilodon, and then the original smilodon, the original OG, if you remember. I don't know if I showed you. Finally we have a picture. I am over the moon. You wouldn't believe. And the leaves are getting back to what it was like, and we've actually got another picture for me in there. Oh mate, I tell you what, I'm absolutely buzzing because this plant has really been through the mill. It's been through the ringer, this plant. It got mite quite a while back, and I stupidly didn't recognise it. I thought, again stupidly, that it was just a diabolica trait, or it was the way the leaves were weird. As you can see here, that leaf there, that's mite. And we have, when I finally did realise what it was, this plant was down to about 3 leaves, and it was really struggling. It spent about 3-4 months in a plastic bag because that's how serious it was. I thought it was gone. I thought I'd lost it. And I treated it for mites, and it rallied. It came back, and it put out 3 or 4 leaves in a quick succession, because it was obviously it had been knocked back by the mite. So as soon as I cleared the mite, it kind of had a bit of a surge, and it put out about 3 or 4 leaves in quick succession, and the leaves looked good. And then it got hit again, and we went through the whole battle again. The mite knocked it back. It started putting out, because Diabolica, hamata diabolica, and tentaculata, that complex, whenever they get mite or any kind of pest, the first reaction is to start putting out multiple growth points. They will activate so many nodes, it's unbelievable. and you'll have growth points coming out of growth points coming out of growth points. So at one point on this plant, I don't know if you can probably see it, I had growth points coming out of under every leaf. There was a growth point, to the point of where they actually stopped growing up and they start growing out. But the growth points don't really go very far, because as soon as they're coming out, the mites are on them. Fresh leaves, fresh growth, they're getting hammered by the mite. So I went around it with a pair of tweezers and I pulled off every growth point bar the main one, treated it again for mite, bagged it, and then it was in a bag for about 2 months, and I saw the first proper green leaf came out that looked healthy, and I left it in a bag for another 2 weeks, and then another one started to come. I thought, right, okay, let's pop you out into general population, and this is where we're at. We got a picture and we've got a second one on the way. Is it clear of mites? Not 100%, I don't think, because look at that. Maybe it may be just an after effect of the ivermectin as well, because when you treat some of these plants with ivermectin, some of them react differently, especially seedlings, or small plants with small roots. Ivermectin can be a bit much for them, and it effectively poisons them, and so you'll get deformed leaves, and crap like that. So it's an ongoing battle, but we're getting there. This is a Matt Richardson cross. This is single Ana cross Inamis. I do like this plant. That peristome will darken right up and it will go jet black, and I really do like it. I think it's because it reminds me of tentaculata, but I do like that plant. I don't know if this was out on the last video. It may have been, it may not. Supernova. This is one of the Supernova seedlings from Tom Bennett's Grex that he made. I was unlucky, really. I think I had 12 of these came up out of the pods that I had. Pender was far luckier. He had 30, I believe it was, or 30, maybe more than that. But mine are a little further along than his. But I'm happy with what I've got. I've spread them about as well. Various people have had them off me. Tom's had some back because he was unfortunately lost some of these. So we swapped a few things. So he did get them back eventually. One thing I am really happy with is that. Yeah, that's right. Macrophylla cross tentaculata. We have finally got a MacTac in the collection. I am really happy with that. Really happy. Something I've been looking for a long time. So that makes me really happy. What else we got? There's no picture on it, but we've got Diabolica Babigae. Just waiting for that to grace us with a picture. This is Densiflora cross Rob Cantley. This was AWOL for a long time. No idea. This just disappeared in the shed, which is very easy when you've got so many plants in there. It disappeared. couldn't find it. I looked for it several times, couldn't find it. And I was only thinking about it the other day, and I thought, I wonder where that went. And I was in here watering, and as I came past here, I thought, oh, I recognise that leaf. Pulled up the label. There she is, Densiflora Rob Cantley. I thought, been hiding in plain sight all this time. The same as a VTI black lip cross, which was on here, on the front. Another one that went missing, I couldn't find it. It was here, right in front of me. Got a new picture on the Maxima with the really funky wings. I've had a few people ask if this is crossed with Mirabilis due to the wings, and as far as I'm aware, and this comes from the person that I got it off, there's no Mirabilis in it. It is just pure Maxima. It is a mutant, some mutant form of Maxima with no Mirabilis in it. So there you go. That should answer your questions. I've actually got there's two forms of this. I've got that one and this one. Now I'm kind of digging on this one, to be fair. I do like this one. But I've also got a Maxima Burb, which looks very similar. So we've got another VTI. This is not 4033, 3734. 37, I think it's 3734. And this is I'm gonna have to have a look at what's going on with this, because at the moment we've got 1, 2, 3 leaves, no pictures. So what has changed in the time, apart from being repotted into a deeper pot, that's the only thing that's changed. So, and as you can see, it was picturing well until something happened, and now it's not. So I'm going to put it down to being repotted, but we'll see what happens. What's on the top shelf here? We've got VTI Lowii Rob, new picture. That's a good looking. That is a good looking plant. Here we go. I've waited and I've waited and I've waited for this picture to open, and when it's opened, look at this. Look at that. Now, some son of a thing has been in there before the picture had even opened. How does that happen? Before this picture was sealed and before the picture had even opened, something has been in there and ate the peristome. Sorry, I hit the stop button, so I have to get Son to edit that out, that bit. Yeah, not impressed. Lowii Grungmulu Ephipiata. That's one of 4 of those I bought. I do like that plant. Peltata Yellowphantom Trusmariensis. Here's a major faux pas of mine. absolutely, I should be hung and shot for this one. Look at that. Completely snapped off the growth tip. Completely. This is Mariliana cross truncata giant. And I'm just hoping and praying now that this plant rallies and pushes out a growth from somewhere. I don't know where it's going to come from, because I can't see any nodes anywhere, unless it pushes something up from the side there, maybe. We're gonna have to wait and see, unfortunately. What an absolute bellend. How about this? I am loving this. I'm really loving this. Look at this. What a plant. Stripes on that. Look at this, the wings. The flecking on the wings there. Wow, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Seed grown by moi. And it's actually starting to vine. That was quick. This is Thorelli cross Vici Barrio, cross Vici Barrio, cross Coccinea, cross Glandulifera, cross Boschiana, cross Northiana. What a plant. I do have a couple of these, but this is by far the biggest one. So that is pretty much that side. So in the week, or well, over the weekend, I got a little bored, and I thought I'd like an orchid wall. So I decided to mount several of my orchids, and I'll just keep adding to it over time. They all need watering. These were all nice and moist yesterday. They are all bone dry now, so they're all going to need watering very shortly. We've got a pop, a fresh pitcher on. There we go. This is Neb cross VMV. Wow, that's going to look amazing. Can't wait. You won't believe how long I've waited for that. This is what came out the first time. The state of this. It's like Danny DeVito. Gross. So, yeah, yesterday I was tatting around in here, and I'd got some little pieces of cork bark tube, and I couldn't, they weren't long enough to do anything with, and I was like, well, what shall I do? I don't want to throw them away. So my lack of hanging baskets, because I hung everything up, I thought I need more baskets. So I made this, a cork bark tube hanging basket, and I've got to say I'm pretty impressed with myself. It's we've got a little VTI in the side here. We've got, this is a Rocco Bosch, one of the Rocco Bosch crosses. This is also a Rocco Bosch cross. And over here we've got it's a VTI cross, come on, VTI cross Sumatrana, cross VTI Barrio, Hose Mountains, something like that. It should be nice, but yeah. 2 Rocco Bosches in the top, 2 VTI variants in the sides. And not wishing to stop there, I decided to go a step further and do another one. And this again is a Rocco Bosch. This is a Rocco Bosch cross. So we've got another variant of the Rocco Bosch Grex here. Little stripy beggar. We've got some bulbophyllum in the side. Another orchid there. And another bulbophyllum in the side there. And we've got a fresh pop on the Rocco Bosch here. Looks like that's going to be nice. So, yeah. 2 cork bark. That's the Rocco Bosch cross as well. So 2 cork bark hanging baskets. Quite impressed with them. My building talents. I don't know if this had come last time I videoed, but this is Berkii Harryana. I do like Berkii. It's pretty toothy on its own, but to put it with Harryana produces something equally as good, if you ask me, equally as good as Trunk Eddy. If I go and look at my Trunk Eddy now, it ain't much toothier than that. So, and Spath Eddy, we have another flower spike on Spath Eddy, as well as a basil. Where is it? There it is. Finally, some lower pictures. Love the lowers on this. Amazing, look at that. Such a difference between the lowers and the uppers. The uppers being far more flared. What a plant. I bought this as a cutting 2 years ago, and it was that big. That was it. It's grown really well, really well. I will never part with that plant. It is, that's a keeper for life, that plant. I may decide to do a cutting at some point, because I have noticed, oh, we've got another node activated here. So yeah, we've got 2 nodes activated. It may be asking to be trimmed, but while it's flowering, we'll leave it get on with it. Bees Lowii Veitchii, best clone. This one looks like it's going to be stripy. Yeah, lovely. I thought it would have been bigger than that, but that's off the basil, I think. So we've got a new picture on the big trunk Lowii, which I managed to damage the other night. Believe it or not, I was sat down here, I got up and that got stuck down the back of my t-shirt, and unfortunately damaged it, but not to worry, because it's working on another one over here, and we've got another one up here, and it's printing out another one here. So we're all good in that respect. And as far as truncata go, we've got, I can't wait for this thing to get bigger. This is Truncata C Giant, cross giant. It's an EP plant. This is going to be an absolute bruiser. All these have got to go, so those will be up for sale shortly. I need to clear some space here. We've got another truncata, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. Lovely striped peristome. Keeps the striping as well, doesn't fade. Beautiful. Loving that. And then we've got the red flush cross white peristome. That's really looking the part, and that picture's been on there for so long and it's just holding on to the pictures. Really impressed with it. Sumatrana. To say it's a lowland plant, it's not doing too bad in here at the moment. This is another variant of the Thorelli cross Vichai Barrio, the one down by the door. That's another variant of it. Don't believe it. Aristolochoides cross spectabilis cross Aristolochoides. Lovely plant. This is male, it's confirmed male, and it's flowering again. So if anybody's got anything they might want to put Aristolochoides cross spectabilis cross Aristo on, hit me up. Platyburb with a funky lid. What's going on there? No idea. That is racing away to the heavens for all it's worth. And then, where is it? The Dactylifera platy is up there with its big zoom in, with its flower spike all the way up there. Male. And I noticed today, as I was watering it, that if we see if we can peep over the top there, just there, I don't know if it's in focus because I'm standing on tiptoe, a little basil. So I'm very happy with that, very, very happy. Let's zoom me back out. Put the chair over here at the road. Okay, so what have we got over here? Let me have a little drink. Got a dry mouth. Oh, all that yakking. Platykyla VHIM. Looking good. Wait for a flower off this actually. Hopefully it'll grace us with either a flower or a basil. Either one, I'll be happy. Latest picture on Glandulifera Rob. These things are getting monstrous. Size of this. Fantastic. Plumeria down the back here, I'm hoping is finally bug free or pest free. Get out of the camera, bloody picture stuck in the camera. I'm hoping that's sulphur. I'm hoping she's finally pest free and we're gonna have some flowers off it this year. I know it, I feel it. Good things are around the corner. Good things around the corner, as they say. Right, this table. Most of this table, if not all, will be sold on my coming open day. The dates are to be decided, but I'm thinking the first week in September, weather permitting. But most of these will be up for sale. There's various crosses, hybrids. There's some species in here. That's Flava Sib. There's some nice plants. Some very nice plants. Peltata. Aristo crosses. That is Tentaculata Lowioi. Nice. So majority of these, they'll be up. They'll be going for sale. Vichoi Candy, Marud Cross Candy is working on several others. This is another one of those by the door. Well, it's gonna start picturing soon, so waiting for a picture off this as well. This is Highland Marud. This is a really nice striped Veitchii. We've got Rob down there, seeing what he does in the shade. Macrophylla. Working on another one. The lids on these are so strange. But it's just put that new leaf out, nice new leaf. Moving along, what can we see? That's the latest picture on the trunk Campanulata cross. We're very nearly now into, well, we're into inters at the moment, but we're not far off uppers. She's vining. That's going to be an inter, but I think that might be an inter as well. But I think by the time we get to here, that's an upper. That's going to be an upper. Happy days, can't wait. Roger ready? Really toothy for a Roger Eddy. New picture on the LBB VMV Eddy. See if we can get you in there. Get some light on it. Focus. And two from here. Get something in the background. There we go. That is probably not one of the best pictures. The one before it was better. Holds pictures really well. I just saw something down here. Where was it? I saw some stripes. Where's it gone? Where has it gone? I saw some stripes just. We got this little thing. This is one of the Song of Melancholy Cross Veitchii number 5 crosses. This one has remained quite stout, tubby. I think this one's going to be nice. It's going to be a nice little thing. And then we've got this Platy Lowioi. Very green. Very, very green. Very nice. Very good, very nice. Technologia. Technologia. Spectabilis Lowioi. What's this? This is, believe it or not, this is AMA-JB, one of the AMA-JB crosses. This was the smallest one of the bunch and is just now starting to sort its life out. It's just about starting to get stuck in, as they say. What we've got here? Oh, that's not opened yet, but this one has. This is a Mark Griffin cross. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is fantastic, Mark. I don't know if Mark watches my videos, but that's a Vechi Burb cross Burb Platy from Mark Griffin, who is an excellent grower and makes a banging cross. Mixter has made a comeback after being out in the conservatory, which he didn't like, along with Miranda down there on the thing. Neither of them were very happy in the conservatory. They stopped picturing almost straight away as soon as I took them out of the tent, out the shed. New addition in the Orchid family. This is an absolute monster of an orchid. That's where it is. Puts out long trailing flowers. Pender taught me into that, so I've got him to blame when the missus sees the bank statement. I've already threw him under the bus and said that he told me I'd got to buy it, along with some other stuff in here that I told the missus he told me I had to buy. I've grassed him up a treat, to be fair. So if when he comes up to see me up here, he's going to get it both barrels. She'll be on him, mate. She'll be all over him. Stop telling him to buy. Stop telling him to buy things. Here's one for Dan the man. I know he likes this. Old Eustacia tenuous. We've been busy with the pollen on the Vechi Burb. Some nice crosses on there going on. More will be revealed as they grow. Truncata mollis. That is reaching off over here somewhere. Working on its next one. Can't wait to see that. This is Maxima Dark Trusmariensis. Somebody asked me about my Velosa Hamata. Here it is. It's a sorry looking little thing. It's growing, but it's not growing as fast as I'd like it to grow. But I'm not going to complain too much because 9 months ago, this plant was almost dead. It was effectively dead. I rotted the hell out of this plant and overwatered it, and only just pure luck, it activated a node and I thought it had gone. I was almost ready to pull the tag out and send it to the compost, and then all of a sudden a little green shoot shot up and I was like, no way. And yep, it came back. So it slowed it down. I think, you know, having to come back from being almost dead has slowed it down somewhat, but it's coming back. So watch this space. We will have a Velosa Hamata. Another little beauty here. This is Raja Trusmariensis, or Raja Trusmariensis. I say it as Trusmodiensis. Either one will do. You'll notice I haven't attempted the Ulukalania, I think. Is that right? Ulukalania? I don't know. Pender will correct me, no doubt. But I think it is Ulukalania. I got it right. There you go. Boom. Yes. Lowioi Gunung. Lowioi GN Mulu Efepiata. Lowioi GN Mulu Efepiata. You can see why I like these plants. Lid bristles. Oh yes. We love the lid bristles. So there's one. What you got for me? Yep. A few lid bristles there. And it's working on a picture there. And number 3. What you got for me? Oh yes. Number 3. Beautiful. Working on new ones there. Happy days. Oh, and we've got a new, I don't know if I showed you this, Alice Petrona. This fantastic. Look at that baby. It is sticky as hell. BEA beautiful. So sticky. Has it caught anything yet? Nothing in there yet, but I'm sure. I've seen a few ants around, so I'm sure the ants will end up in there at some point. New pop on Babigia Edwardsiana. Seed grown Babedi. And nice big shiny leaf. Somebody's happy. Somebody is happy. Glandulifera. Look at this. Check this out. Every time I fertilised this plant, it did this. Every time. So, I stopped fertilising it. As soon as I stop fertilising it, we get nice green leaves. Don't know what happened there. That was just like a mutant leaf. But no fertiliser and she's happy. So that plant, I don't know if it's glandulifera across the board or just this plant, but does not like fertiliser. And we've got a basil or 2 down there. We're happy, very happy. Where is it? There we go. Veitchii Eddie. Nice new shiny leaf. I like this plant. It's quite a. It's a tidy plant. That is going to make a really nice plant when it gets bigger. What else we got? Oh, we got another Veitchii Eddie here. Different leaves as well, you'll notice. Slightly different. I've moved the Velosa Veitchii over to this side, and literally they've been over here about a week and a half. They'd gone into a real funk, real go slow, but since moving them over here, I've got this one which is working on putting out a leaf, and I've got this one which has just put out this nice shiny leaf, and there is another one here somewhere. It's here somewhere. I could be looking for a while, but the other one is putting out a nice shiny leaf as well. Also noticed we've got new growth on Niagara, which has been really slow up to now, and then all of a sudden, boom, explodes. Now, I don't know if this is Lowii trunk or... No, I don't know if this is trunk eddy or Lowii eddy. It's got eddy in it. It's one or the other. I don't know until it pitches. We will have to wait and see. Hamigittonensis is rooted. Thank you, James. She's rooted and growing. I'm absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing, and it looks like it's going to inflate a picture as well. Sweet. Sweet. I've finally got Hamigittonensis. Hamigittonensis. This is another Rocco Bosch cross. This is the mother of all Rocco Bosch crosses. The one with the absolutely striking wings and the sunburst peristome. That's the older picture. I'll throw a bit of helium for a love in there for you. Why is that not focusing? Focus. Focus, damn you. What the hell? Ah, that's better. Some of the smaller ones, some smaller stuff. Stand by. Let me get something to kneel on. Oh, that's my old knees won't take it. Oh, I murdered my Huspersia tassel fern. I did a really stupid thing. When I moved everything over to the greenhouse, I hung that up there and thought it would be okay. Unfortunately, Huspersia does not like sunlight, and where I'd hung it, it just happened to get a little bit too much sun, and that was all it needed. It frazzled it, so I had to take a load of cuttings, and hopefully I can propagate from these cuttings. I'm really hoping so. It's looking good so far. They've not died. They've been in there for about a week and a half, so it is looking good at the moment. Fingers crossed. We've got a few seeds knocking about. Some of the youngsters looking good. This is Velosa Lowii. It's off Pender. Thank you, Pender. This is looking really good. Nice leaf jump there. Loving life. And then if we move across to the big boys, ooh, oh, look at this. Oh yes, that looks fantastic. We're gonna have a nice big, looks like it's going to be a nice big red picture as well to go with the green. What a contrast. Red and green side by side. this plant just, it really doesn't fail to impress. It really doesn't. Fantastic hybrid. So lucky to get a hold of this. Brian, I have promised you will have a division of that. I know Brian is desperate to get his hands on that, so you will 100%, you'll have a division off that, mate. Fear not. And there's a few more in here that do need dividing, so at the moment they're coping with the hot weather, albeit they're not happy, and you can see that they're not happy. What temperature we got in here? Ooh, 20 26, 28, 30, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 26, 27. Where is it up there? It's 29 up there, so it's 26, 27 down here. We're on the limit. We don't really want it any warmer if we can help it. Hence the reason why I've got the door open here, blowing a draft straight in onto them, and the fan is blowing across them as well. It's all I can do, really. I can't really stand here pouring ice water over them all day, as much as I'd love to. I just hope and pray that what happened last year doesn't happen this year. I don't think I could cope with losing half my collection again. That would just be the end of it for me. That would be the end of my Helianthera keeping. If that was to happen, I think I would just sell everything, and Helianthera would be out of the picture. I couldn't cope with losing them again. It just, nah, definitely not. So let's just hope and pray that they deal with the temperatures. At the moment, everything's looking okay. So, right then, we've gone all the way around, and I think, what have I missed? Have I missed anything? I think we've pretty much looked at most things. There we go. So, as well as working on the greenhouse, I'm also working on the planes. Focus, you bag of cack. What's the matter with it? What is the matter with this phone? Try that. Oh, there you go. Oh no, that hasn't worked. Anyway, as I was saying, as well as working on the greenhouse, I've also been busy down here. This is where I come and sit to do my repotting and stuff like that. Put the umbrella up and it's nice and shady under there, and then I can do my repotting in comfort with the FM, what is it? Classic FM on. Bit of classical music always helps, especially sat in amongst this lot. Bananas are starting to go now. That warm weather has really made them pick up. These are seed grown. These are Ensete ventricosum, I think it is. Just a normal Ensete. Both seed grown, as is this one. This is banana number 3. That's happy. The fig is seed grown. This is my little grotto, my little paradise grotto. Right, okay. So there you go. That's a video update for June/July. Thought I'd show you what's going on. Why is this refusing to focus? What's going on? Oh, that's better. Okay then, folks. I'm gonna call this one and go and edit it and get it uploaded for your viewing pleasure. And I'll hopefully start working on the next one. Stay safe out there, and I'll speak to you soon. Ta-ta.